Hello and welcome. You ever get that weird feeling that your social media feed just gets you? Maybe a little too well? Like, how does TikTok know to show you that exact video at 3 in the morning? Or how does Instagram suddenly serve you an ad for something you were just thinking about?
Yeah, it can feel a little bit like magic, or maybe even kind of creepy. So, what's really going on here?
Well, it's not a coincidence. And no, your phone isn't eavesdropping on your conversations. The real secret is a seriously powerful technology called machine learning. And today we're going to pull back the curtain and show you how it all works. We're going to unveil the algorithm that basically dictates what you see, what you buy, and sometimes even how you feel online. Okay, so before we dive deep, let's get a quick but super important mental map straight. We're talking about the relationship between three terms you hear all the time. The best way to picture them is like a set of Russian nesting dolls or concentric circles. So the biggest, outermost circle, that's artificial intelligence, or AI. This is the huge, ambitious idea, the grand goal of creating machines that can think and reason, kind of like humans do. Nestled inside AI is our middle circle, machine learning, ML for short. Now, this is the key technique that makes most of modern AI actually happen. Instead of a programmer having to write a rule for absolutely everything, we just feed the machine tons and tons of data and let it learn the patterns and make predictions all on its own. This is the engine we're really going to focus on. And finally, at the very core, we have the innermost circle, deep learning, or DL. You can think of this as machine learning on steroids. It uses these really complex structures called neural networks to do super difficult tasks, like recognizing your face to unlock your phone. It's the magic behind a lot of those wild filters you see on your camera. Now, machine learning has been around for a while, but it absolutely exploded with social media. And why is that? Well, because with billions of people posting every day, we need some kind of order. Can you even imagine trying to see every single post from everyone you follow chronologically? It would just be a chaotic fire hose of information. So, machine learning steps in and acts like your personal digital curator, sifting through all that noise to find what it thinks is going to be most relevant to you. So how does this actually play out in the apps you use? Let's break down 4 huge applications that are shaping your world every single day, probably without you even realizing it. First up, we've got the undisputed star of the show, the content recommendation system. This is your personalized feed, your For You page, your entire Discover tab. It is the beating heart of your social media experience. So the algorithm is constantly watching everything. How long you pause on a video, what you click, what you share, even how fast you swipe past something. But here's the real kicker. Its main goal isn't just to find stuff you like. Its goal is to maximize the amount of time you spend on the app. And that's a huge difference. That's why it might show you something that makes you happy, but it might also show you something that makes you really angry if it predicts that outrage will keep you scrolling. Okay, application number 2 is sentiment analysis. And this is an absolute game changer for brands, for creators, for basically anyone trying to understand what people are saying about them online. Using something called natural language processing, these ML models can scan millions of comments in just seconds and figure out the emotion behind them. Is it positive, negative, neutral? So is a new product launch a massive success or a total disaster? The algorithm can measure that social pulse in real time, giving companies an instant report card on what people think. Our third application is one that works totally behind the scenes 24/7. You can think of it as the invisible police force of the internet, a digital gatekeeper that literally never goes to sleep. See, this ML model has been trained on just millions and millions of examples of spam, bots, fake accounts, hate speech, you name it. It's fighting this constant, invisible battle to keep our feeds clean, automatically flagging or just straight up removing content that breaks the rules, often way before a human being ever lays eyes on it. And our last one is viral prediction. This is where platforms basically use machine learning as their own personal crystal ball to figure out what's going to be the next big thing online. By looking at these huge, sprawling patterns of interaction, like how a video jumps from one small group of friends to another and then another, the algorithm can actually predict which sound or topic or meme has the potential to just explode and go viral. This is huge for creators, sure, but it also helps the platform itself stay fresh and exciting. Okay, so with all of this happening behind our screens, what does it all mean for us? This brings us to the really important question. how do we take back a little bit of control over our own attention? If you remember one thing from this, let it be this. Machine learning is not some sci-fi concept from the distant future. It is your digital present. It's happening right now, every single time you unlock your phone. And this technology is really a double-edged sword. On one hand, you've got the promise of this amazing, super convenient experience that's tailored just for you. But on the other hand, you've got the very real danger of getting stuck in what we call a digital echo chamber, these little bubbles where you're only ever shown things that confirm what you already believe. Look, at the end of the day, just understanding the basics of how this all works is the single most important step you can take to regain control. It's about shifting from just being a passive consumer to being an informed user, someone who gets the system that is designed from the ground up to capture your attention. So, I'll leave you with this question. The next time you're scrolling and you see something that feels just a little too perfect, a little too on the nose, ask yourself, are you seeing magic? Or are you seeing the algorithm, a system that learned from millions of data points, perfectly predicted what would catch your eye, and achieved its one simple goal, to keep you glued to that screen? Thanks for joining me.